Hello, Foodificures. This is Mariella,
And this is Eric.
and we're back, baby.
I know. Feels good to be back.
All right, so I don't know about you, but I've been bombarded with this whole notion of like food insecurity all around this great nation of ours, and how I'm really a bougie bitch when it comes to food, but I absolutely understand what a budget is, and I have to live within one. And this is why I made this recipe. It's cultured butter, which is just like, remember that butter I bought at the Wegmans that tastes
Oh,
like
the
a good
Wegmans, the French
cheese?
butter. That
Yes.
was really good.
Because they don't like, what's that shit that they do here that, like, fuck, I can't remember. Like a process it goes through.
I don't fucking know. But I know
Fucking
what you're talking about. I mean,
French butter is
the
so
butter
good.
eats like a cheese. So,
Fucking delicious. So this is like along that same vein, only that butter cost a fucking arm and a leg.
yeah, it was a ton. Remember that blue cheese we bought also? And we were
Remember?
there and we both were just like, oh my God, it looks so good. And you were like, I'm gonna get you the blue cheese, Keter. Don't worry. You're like, how much is the blue cheese? And the guy was like, $25 a pound. You're like, okay, we'll take a quarter pound of the blue cheese. And you and I had this like little dab of this creamy blue
Yes.
cheese, like savoring it. And we bought that day. We bought the butter that day. And we bought baguettes, and we had a
Happy.
delicious meal.
Yes. And so, okay, cultured butter is really just fermented butter, and I'm a big fan of fermenting all the things. I have played with fermentation. What are you looking at me with this face?
No, no, I'm just thinking.
Oh,
It's
I'm not used to
fermenting.
seeing that. Sorry.
My apologies. My thinking face. You're fucking bitch.
Oh, fuck. So, okay, so this is the deal. It's so easy, Keter. So you get a quart or whatever the big thing is of cream, and you put in 3 tablespoons either of a cultured yogurt, like a Fage,
Okay.
or you put in 3 tablespoons of buttermilk.
Okay.
And then you put it on your counter, you just stir it up, put it on your counter for as many days as you'd like. Some people do it for like 5 days. I have done it for 2 days. I've done it for 3 days. I don't taste the difference between 2 or 3 days, to be quite honest, at all.
Okay.
It starts out liquidy, and the more that it sits and it ferments, it develops in flavor. It tastes a little bit more tangy. It's just more complex. And when it's ready, it'll become like a yogurty consistency. It thickens.
Okay.
All right, you put that in the refrigerator overnight. It has to cool completely. And then you just slap that shit into your mixer and you start mixing it on high until you hear it makes a mess if you don't put like a towel over your mixer,
Okay.
because what happens is that the fat separates from the liquid, right?
Right.
And that liquid is buttermilk, by the
Yep.
way,
Yep.
and it'll slosh the shit out of your kitchen if you don't
Yes, it
cover it
will.
up. It is a freaking mess. So you beat the shit out of it, and then, Keter, of course, because I'm a fancy bitch, I take out my fancy salt and I made it with Malden salt.
Nice.
Just mix it up. And I also made bread. The New York Times no knead bread is my favorite recipe. I recommend it highly. And my son in particular, he gets the butter, sloshes it all up on the bread, and then just licks the butter off. He licks the butter right off,
Now let
and
me
then
ask
he'll
you,
eat the bread.
with the uncultured, when you make butter, once you have the butter, you're to run it under cold water. Do you
Oh yeah,
run
I
the
forgot that
uncultured?
step.
Okay.
So yes, once you see that it separates, right? You take it out, and I have like a bowl, and I will run it in the sink. I'll put the butter in there, and then I'll just put water in it and start mixing it around with a spoon until the water runs clear. It's kind of like you're washing rice.
Right.
And when the water runs clear, you just slop that bitch into another container, and that's that. I've seen some people put it through cheesecloth and all of this. They
No,
like
that's so fuck.
spray.
That's annoying.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't need to
There's
do
no
that.
need. Like I did it because I fell for the trap, and it just goes through the holes of the cheesecloth. It's a waste of cheesecloth and time.
And
You don't need
cheesecloth's
to do that.
expensive. It's not cheap.
Yeah, and it's something that I like to have on hand, and when I use it for something dumb, I get real pissed.
And I think the reason why I brought up the water thing is because if you don't, your butter's gonna spoil.
Oh, is
Because
that
it's gonna
why?
yeah, because it has the residual, I think, buttermilk in it,
Hmm.
and so it's gonna spoil.
And then you have two products, right? So I took that
Yeah.
buttermilk and I made biscuits, which is my arch. Okay, my biscuits to me are like shortbread to you.
Oh, that's funny because I can make biscuits easily.
I can only make drop biscuits easily. Like
Okay.
butter swim biscuits, I think anyone can make. But like a good biscuit that's like a round, like I don't know.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, but I did buy the lily flour with the self-rising
Yeah,
because
yeah.
people say that that's the best. And I gotta say, yeah, it was a better biscuit, but I'm not there yet. But I did use my homemade buttermilk to put into my homemade biscuit, and it was good.
Well, we are all about using everything
I agree.
with our food and food byproducts.
And eat that butter. That butter will be in your fridge for like 2 weeks, easy
Okay.
peasy. And it really tastes so fucking good. And I can't even, I haven't even put it on food yet. Like that isn't a piece of bread because it doesn't last in my house.
There is a difference in homemade butter and butter you buy in store. There really is.
1,000%.
Because we talked about it before. We don't fall for the Kerrygold bullshit. Like I don't fall for that.
No,
If you really want a good quality butter, and butter's so easy to make at home.
it is.
It's so expensive when you buy, decent butter, especially like a higher grade butter, at a store. It can get pricey,
Yeah.
but making it at
Especially
home,
cultured butter, like French
yeah,
tasting butter it's out of most, I think,
yeah,
people's budgets or out of their radar, mainly because it is so expensive and you're
yeah.
just like, I don't need
And
that
so,
shit.
but it's much cheaper to make it at home, and it's simple,
It's like
and
four
it's a better
bucks.
product. Butter at home is a better product.
D fucking licious. And especially now for the holidays, who doesn't want something special? I don't know. I love special things for the holidays, like butter, like homemade jam.
Absolutely. I think the holiday, especially, it's your time to kind of, shine and give those really cool special things that you don't normally
Gild the
do.
lily.
So I think it's like really special thing. Nobody finds it funny, Mariella. Only you find this shit
I
funny.
find it funny because your face, every time I say it, is like I shit on your face. I don't know. It's like I said your mama.
Your mom.
Oh,
So,
lady.
but I think something like butter is really simple to make, and it's something that you can keep in your home throughout the year.
Culture that
And
shit.
it's really good. I'm
Culture your
all about
butter. Culture it,
I'm all
Eric. You haven't done it.
I have not made culture butter. I've made butter, but I've not made culture butter.
You need to make the culture butters.
So maybe I will. I'll get over my fear of fermentation.
What is your fear of fermentation, bro?
Giving people botulism,
Oh no, you'll be fine.
you
It's very
know,
controlled. Like the stuff that you're using is already like a product that's a shelf stable product, or not shelf stable, but it's a commercial
a
product.
pasteurized product.
Yeah, you have nothing to fear, but
But
pasteurization itself.
before we go, Mariella, I want to give a shout out because, we spoke about a while back making butter chicken and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that. And I did not know what to do with our Indian spices. And we had a fabulous listener email us
Yeah.
and just truly a beautiful and wonderful email. And I don't like saying people's names, so we're not going to say names, but just a wonderful listener. And I truly appreciate the email and I appreciate the ideas of what to do with the rest of the Indian spices that I normally would not do. And the suggestions was, of course, vegetables. I think cauliflower was mentioned in particular. And to roast our vegetables by using, it's just a simple, quick way
We'll call her
of
Miss
using
D.
them. We'll call it Ms. D. I love that, Ms. D.
And she gave us some recipes to try, which we are absolutely
Yes.
going to try because I love that. Like, I think the point, like you and I, right? We don't always create these newfangled recipes out of thin
Right.
air. Sometimes we just take stuff from the internet, most times, and then we just make it better because I feel like every recipe, like I always tell you, is a springboard. People don't know how to season their food. People, I think they create recipes for like if you have a tongue injury and you cannot sense flavor. So you have to come in and you have to give it whatever
Right.
it is that you want. Oh my God, I heard the coolest thing in Korea. They have this thing called mother's hand, right? Where like
Okay.
every family has like their one recipe for say kimchi, right?
Right.
And they teach their daughter when they're like training them to become wives how to make it exactly. But like how, your mom's food always tastes better to you.
Correct.
And they call that the mother's hand, and it's because
Oh, it's really sweet.
the bacteria in your hands is like, even if they're clean, right? You have
Right.
something in there,
Of
and it's
course.
like your biome, and it flavors the food. And I thought that was like so kind of beautiful.
It's gross too, but it is beautiful.
I mean, you know how many nasty shit you put in your mouth, like if you every time you order somewhere. I don't even
No,
like thinking about it. I don't even like getting delivery because I feel like somebody shoved their finger up their asshole and then put it in my food.
you've always been so fucking paranoid. Even when we were children, you have always been like so fucking paranoid about everything.
I know I don't like it. I'm very particular with my food. I am a a real pain in the ass.
Yeah, there has been absolute worse stuff in your mouth that I have personally been in the
But
same
I,
vicinity, okay,
but
as
I
that
chose
stuff in
it.
your mouth.
But I
And
chose
I'm
it.
just saying, I got shit in my head that's gonna be in my head forever. All right. And I'm just saying,
But at least I knew what was in there. Okay, I don't like
well, we don't
surprises.
know where that stuff had been either. So
Anyway, I forgot my train of thought of why I even mentioned all these things because you're such a disgusting pig.
whatever. I'm
Jesus,
just telling
Krispy
telling the
Kremes.
world the truth.
Oh my God. All right. Well, anyway, butter. Make some butter. Make it cute. You could even like freeze it into cute shapes if you have like a little mold. I
Yeah.
love little seashell butters. Oh my God. I am such an asshole when it comes to these things. And I suggest you be one too. Because if you don't have a ton of money, you can still be super cute.
Yeah. No, you can. You really
You
can.
know?
I like this. I think it's a good recipe, Maddie.
All right. Well, we hope that you guys are not hungry out there because that makes my heart hurt.
Yes.
And we hope that your holiday season is beautiful no matter what the circumstances are. And I don't know how I got so sad all of a sudden, but I constantly feel like this lately.
I feel it sad too.
All
But
right.
last week we had a lot of wins.
We did.
We had a
And we
lot of
have
wins last week.
Miss D
So
sent us a nice email and we're going to try her recipes.
yes.
And we love you guys in this community that we're building together. And let's feed people. Let's feed someone this holiday season,
Yes, that's a great idea.
you know? All right. Well, don't forget to leave us a 5-star review on your favorite podcast player. I always say that because it's important that we get the word out. God, we've been doing this podcast for a while now. Every time I think about it, I can't believe we actually stuck to something, Eric, you and me.
I know we stuck to a project.
Look at us. Anyway, we love you and we will see you next week. Take
Bye
care.
bye.